In the meantime, cyber attacks in the Philippines increased, fueled by tensions in the West Philippine Sea and malicious actors from abroad. Authorities warn that government, education, and finance sectors are on high alert, urging stronger defenses and constant vigilance to stay one step ahead. Patrick De Jesus tells us more.
In connection with the issue in the West Philippine Sea, cyber attacks in the Philippines have also intensified due to geopolitical tensions. According to the Armed Forces of the Philippines Cyber Command, most of these threats allegedly originated from China, which is also said to be among the factors behind the wider spread of disinformation.
From a security and defense viewpoint, the country faces persistent cyber attacks linked to territorial disputes in the West Philippine Sea with China-based malicious actors deploying malware, DDoS attacks, data leaks, and website compromises to advance Beijing's regional ambition.
Based on their assessment, online threats increased by 37%, while phishing incidents surged by 200%. Among the high-risk sectors affected by cyber threats are public administration, educational services, and finance and insurance, where threats include those coming from the dark web, fragmented ransomware, and phishing. The AFP Cyber Command also disclosed that there were foreign attempts to access intelligence data, but no major breach has been reported. Authorities continue to address this, especially as critical infrastructure such as healthcare, transportation, and power grids remain sensitive. Cyber defense is one of the priorities under the ongoing AFP modernization program and under the Comprehensive Archipelagic Defense Concept, or CADC.
Overall, the landscape demands a shift from reactive to proactive defenses, integrating AI-powered detection and multilateral cooperation to counter hybrid threats in a digitally interconnected region.
Meanwhile, the AFP defended the possible additional missile and unmanned systems of the United States in the Philippines. This is part of the commitment made by the two countries during the 12th bilateral strategic dialogue.
It is the job of the military to be in a constant state of preparedness. Because countries do not decide to go to war. They just find themselves in war. You cannot make an excuse that you're not prepared. So we are prepared. We are constantly training. We are constantly seeing to it that our people have the right mindset and are ready to rise to the occasion.
The Typhoon missile system of the U.S. Army has been in the country since 2024, while last year, the Navy Marine Expeditionary Ship Interdiction System, or Nemesis, also arrived and was featured in various exercises, including Balikatan. China had previously protested the deployment of these systems in the Philippines.
The United States is a treaty ally. So we are bound together, we are obligated by law to help each other because we have a mutual defense treaty with them. Okay? So legally, we have an instrument that allows us to train together. We will employ any range of weapon systems. It is because we're maximizing the training value that we can get out of the alliance.
On the other hand, the AFP is coordinating the investigation of a Mongolian national arrested in Zambales for possible espionage. Aside from the Bureau of Immigration, all concerned law enforcement and intelligence partners are monitoring any potential security threats. The 30-year-old foreign national, suspected of having links to the Chinese government, reportedly graduated as a fighter jet pilot and is currently in the country as a student at an aviation school. Patrick De Jesus from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.